Hi there guys, my name is George and today I will be testing out some Black Desert Russian version which has been patched with the English patch. So we have some English languages here, text and all that stuff, even though the Russian dialogues are still there, but this things makes a bit easier. I am going to be showing you guys today some character creation, and I will go over every class we have, which is not many since this is a beta, so not all of the classes are available. And yeah, also to note, I'm running this at low settings since my PC can't handle Black Desert at high settings, so there's that. I hope you guys won't mind too much. Even on low settings, as you will soon find out, the game actually looks pretty decent. So first I want to find out a channel that is not very crowded, because if it's very crowded you are put into queue, and we only have one server on beta, and there's one. So first time when you are creating, selecting your server, you will be presented with a choice to create your own name, family name, and I've chosen Deathleaves, of course. And yeah, that's by that I think other players will recognize you, so it's good to create something that you like. I also created 2 previous characters, and I am actually deleting this one because I made her a bit too shiny, so and I started playing a bit with this one, currently level 4, so I finished a couple of quests, 2 or 3 only, and yeah, leveling is pretty fast. But anyway, let's get to the character creation. So we have a warrior. Before I get into it, I want to note that classes are gender locked, sadly, so we won't be able to choose female warrior, for instance, something like that. That kind of sucks, but okay, as you guys can see, even on low settings the game looks pretty decent. So yeah, let's say through this and see what we have. Warriors are armed with a sword and shield. They are melee fighters who are able to deftly bring down their enemies, but can also protect their allies with their shields. Even though they wear heavy armor to outlast their foes, they still display an impressive amount of speed and flexibility. So this is good for tanking, I think, but it should be also pretty decent at DPS. Yeah, difficulty is, I would say, intermediate. And yeah, there's that. Next we have Ranger, which is a female class. And this is your typical Ranger, mostly. Rangers act with the wisdom of nature. They are known to be cunning and perceptive, and are fast and durable due to their medium armor. They are specialists in dexterity with uncanny sight and high hit ratio. So you are equipped with a bow, and there is that. We have high attack, so this is a good DPS class, and high evade, of course. Next we have Sorcerer, which is the class that I'm going for, because I want to test out how mages work in this game, and this might be the best one, even though it's not a typical mage, since you can do both melee attacks and magic attacks. But yeah, and the difficulty is actually pretty high, so this will be interesting to see, and you have to use a lot of combos. So it will be interesting to see how this works. Let's see, sorcerers are dangerous magicians with both ranged and melee attacks. They display speed and focus in their light armor and equip a talisman to amplify her magical power. Next we have a giant, which is also can be defense, but it's mostly DPS class, I think. Giants are massive people ready to defeat their foes with an axe in each hand. They have the power transforming into a wolf, magnifying their strength and speed. So this is a pretty nice class. You can transform into a wolf, which is which I guess can be pretty fun. And it's dual wielding also, so that's pretty nice. And we have a tamer. Power and maneuverability has never been a problem. Along with using their sword to vanquish enemies, Beastmaster is able to use black magic to summon faithful pets and turn into ferocious allies in battle. So this is a pretty decent class. It's a melee, but also has pets which can help you out in battle. Also high on combo and invades, and DPS is pretty decent. So this class looks actually more Asian type, like you will see in their costumes later on, but yeah. And talking about costumes, let's quickly take a look at each of the costumes for each of these classes, and then we will go into the actual character creation. So most high costumes, those pretty good ones, like this one for instance, are locked behind a paywall, so you won't be able to use most of them unless you buy a founder's pack or something, I think. So we have this one, which is pretty nice. This one is also not bad. It takes a bit for my textures to pop up since I'm on low system, but it's still pretty decent. This one looks nice, and yeah, also plate wearing can have helmets if you want. And we have some basic ones which are not which are free to use, not locked behind a paywall, so yeah. They're pretty basic. I guess this one is still decent enough. And of course you can run around naked if that's what you wish. Okay, I'm going to take a look at some other classes. Let's go with a ranger. Ranger actually has some pretty nice costumes. I think they are the best in the game for me personally. They look pretty good, at least for now, since we don't have all of the classes in the game. Some jiggly physics over here. Of course, since it's a Korean game, you can always expect that from Koreans. They're obsessed with jiggly bits and stuff, so yeah. But yeah, like you see, Ranger has some pretty nice looking armor. This one is more plate heavy, I guess. And if you're pervert, you can run naked. Okay. And like you saw, Ranger class doesn't have any helmets, so there is that. Next we have a sorcerer. She also has a pretty decent set of costumes, I guess. but again most of the good ones are locked. This one is a bit more revealing and jiggly, I guess. And this one is pretty much the best for me for this class, I think. It looks pretty good. And of course we have some basic ones. Now I'm not sure if you can buy new costumes later on in the game. I'm guessing that is the case, probably through a cash shop, but I think it may also be able to buy some armor and weapons that change your appearance in the game. I'm not sure. So we will have to check out that later on when I will show you guys some gameplay. And Sorcerer again doesn't have any helmets. Giants. So Warrior and Giants only have, they're the only classes who have helmets. Since they wear heavy armor. Okay, this one is pretty decent. I like this second one. It looks kind of Viking looking, savage, and has some nice weapons over here, skulls of some animal, no idea what. And this one is also pretty decent. And again we have some basic ones. This one is not bad. This is it, and one last class to show you guys before we move into customization is Tamer. So like I said, this is a more of a Chinese looking character, so if that's what you are going for, you will find that in this class. Her costumes are pretty much everything Chinese related. And also has a katana. That's what this is, I'm assuming. This class only has one paid costume. Which is interesting, I guess. Yeah, all of these look pretty Asian. Okay, that's it, and now I'm going to go back into the Sorcerer and we will take a look at character customization. First, before we get into it, we have here UI toggle, which you can turn off and take some screenshots if you want, and all that stuff. And we have Zodiac, which is basically your passives, I would say, or your I guess how do you call it? No idea how do you call it, but yeah, I would say passives. Anyway, we have Shield, which is rational, disciplined, and deliberate. And we have a Giant, which is Dreamer, ambitious, nimble, and observer. So these are some passives, I think, which you can choose for yourself. Camel, patient, enduring, docile, and witty. Dragon is prestigious, exalted, attentive, sensitive, and social. all naive, stereotypical, wise, a genius, or an idiot. Elephant, honorable, strong, crass, committed, and trustworthy. Crass, no idea what that means. But yeah. Ambitious, wealthy, noble, and calculating is wagon. Blackstone is careful, quaint, secretive, and ephemeral. No idea what that is. Goblin is linguist, opinionated, intellectual, materialistic, and adaptable. Key is attentive, scholar, relaxed, and determined. Damn, my English sucks today. And hammer is brave, conservative, righteous, and cooperative, combative. And we have a boat which is relaxed, optimistic, free, wanderer. So I think I'm gonna go with the elephant one. I like this one. And here later you can change the background. Which also changes your lighting a bit. But I actually like this first one because it casts some nice lights there. And yeah. And this look is then so your character looks at you. Useful when you are taking some screenshots. And yeah, here you can save your customization. Temporary storage, this is something that I'm guessing will be again locked most behind the paywall, but currently you can unlock all of them if you want. But it may not be. You will see, I guess. And we have some poses over here, which I'm guessing is they are used when you are idling and stuff. There are quite a bit of them. I'm going to just go quickly over them. So yeah, this character customization, as you will soon see, is actually quite extensive. You can spend hours creating your character. But we won't be doing that long. And here we have 3 battle stances, which you can also use, and I'm showing some lag over here. Not actually lagging that much in the actual game. It's just here for some reason, like this one. But yeah, let's go into customization. Hairstyles, we have some of them, and most of them are again behind the paywall, which you will have to unlock in the shop if you want to use them. It already actually has quite decent hairstyle, but let's take a look at the other ones. This is a bit shorter one. I like this one. Okay, this one also looks pretty good, pretty decent, I'd say. And this one is the one I'm using for my main character, which is pretty nice. But let's go a bit different this time. Let's go with this, I guess. I like this one. I don't think I can show you guys no, these locked ones paid appearance is selected. Character creation is not possible with a paid appearance. Can be changed using the beauty shop F4 in-game after character creation. So yeah, you have to buy this first, which is interesting, I guess. So if you want more advanced customization, you have to pay. And here we come into the first bits of customization, which is quite extensive. For instance, you can change the length of your hair, position and all that. But yeah, I won't really change much here because I like the way she looks. Also, you can adjust things like this with using your sliders if you want more precision, I guess. I'm going to reset it because also you can decrease length of the hair, and curling. This is one interesting feature, I'd have to say. You can make your hair pretty curly over here if you want. Of course, making it all the way up is looks pretty weird to me. And this is decent, but I like my hair flat, so I'm going to go with that. And for color we have default ones, which is the basic color you have. Currently it's I guess black, but I like to go with the red ones. And actually on my main character that I created, when you get into the game, the her hair is so red that it actually glows. So that's a bit interesting. I think I'm going to go this time on a bit darker note over here. Let's go with that, I guess. That's a more brown one, but still we have some hair tips, I guess, that are red. Also, you can change the shyness of your hair if you want it more silky, I guess. Let's go like 50. 50 seems good. And over here you can change your hair tips. It doesn't want to lock in for me right now. Takes a few tries. I'm guessing it's because of my lag. Okay, this makes it a bit brighter, but I want to go with darker on this one. And head, this is basically the roots of your hair that you want to change. And I want to go with this one, or maybe this one. This actually still looks kinda red to me, even though it's brown hair, so you can also dial that down, which I'm going to do, and also change the area of that effect if you want. So yeah, that's it about the hair. This looks pretty decent, I would say. Let's see the face. We have some presets, some of them are locked. I think I'm gonna go with this one. For skin you also have some colors over here. I guess I have to double click on it. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And this is where this shimmer thing is that I messed up on my first character. Makes your character look like it's watery, like it has been on rain or something. But I like to dial this all the way down. Face shape, now here is when the actual customization comes into play a lot. You can basically change every cheekbone, everything, pretty much. I'm just going to demonstrate this for you guys on the nose for a bit, how this works. You can go all like that, or you can change your sliders for more precision. But I'm gonna go with the default look because I think it looks pretty good already. Yeah, there's a lot of options here. You can mess up. You can mess with that all the way you want. Spend hours on it. Okay, here we have some makeup of various degrees and differences. And colors, but I actually like this one, so I'm not going to change much here. Eyebrows, I think I may want to have a bit, if I can find it. There are several options here. This one is pretty weird. It looks like lightning. I guess I'm gonna go with this one. And I'm going to add a bit more darkness to it. And I'm going to... no, not that area. Yeah, make them slightly thicker, I guess. So this area pops up a bit more. And shimmer, you can also add some gloss to it over here if you want, but I don't. And I think I'm going to change that as well. And let's see. If I can add some darkness to it. Actually, this one looks more brownish. Actually, I'm gonna go with black ones, I think. As for eyes, there are some weird customization options here. You have your regular iris, pupil, or whatever it is, and you can change some quite interesting shapes over here. Like cat eyes, for instance. But I like to go with a natural look. I'm going to also make them a bit smaller. And I'm going to increase the opacity a bit. You will see soon why. You can also change your left right eye independently if that's what you want. Over here we have some options as well. We can add this thing, which is useful if you want to make sit eyes, I guess. This pattern is pretty interesting. I'm gonna go with a regular one, and before I get into the colors, I want to quickly jump over here for the lens and choose the pattern of the eye. Because the color can pop up a bit better there. This is nice for sit eyes if we want to go with that. I think I'm gonna go with this one. As for eyes, I like green eyes, but this game apparently doesn't have a nice shade of green, so here you have to really play around with it a bit. Damn, that is too bright. May look a bit different on your system. I guess it may depend on that as well. Okay, let's go back into lens and try to make this a bit more pop up, so we get some darker greens there. And also for pupil. Okay, I guess that is pretty decent. Not the best green I've seen, but okay. Actually, let's try some other color if we can. No, anything other than black on this one would look pretty weird. Okay, let's go into some eyeliners and stuff, eyelashes, and yeah, you have a lot of customization here. You can make those eyelashes pretty big. But let's keep it shorter, I guess. Eyeliners. Yeah guys, like you can see a lot of options here. Tattoos. We have some of them, most of them are behind a paywall again. I guess you'd not see much of it because it's white. Let's change color a bit. My resolution is pretty low, so that's why it looks weird. There are some options here. I like my characters without tattoos, but that's just me, I guess. And here you can add wrinkles, make your character look older for several face yeah, I think this looks the best. And this is where you are when you are idle, what kind of expression you are showing. Bit angry over here. That looks weird. That looks weird. I think I'm liking the default one the best. You can also change the weight of it. Let's demonstrate this on this one over here, I guess. It likes to pop out sometimes. Let me stop a bit. Yeah, you can play around with it. I like this type. Show raised here if you like to use these instead. Okay, those eyes are still pretty bright. I don't think I can make them any darker, but anyway, it doesn't really matter much. Next we have body, and here you guys, I'm sure you guys will appreciate this area over here. But again, you can change various areas over here, quite a lot of them actually. I actually like the way she looks currently. Wouldn't change anything much really. I guess the height, oh, that's a bit too much. Even the height doesn't look that bad. Okay, that's that. Let's add some muscles. These are belly muscles. Let's make her slightly toned, not too much. These are for your hands. I'm going to keep that at 0, and these are for your legs. Let's say still pretty low, like that. I guess that's okay. Again, we have some tattoos over here. You can rotate them, change position and all that over here. But since I don't like tattoos in my characters, I won't use that. And here you can edit pose. I'm not sure why. What is this for? But even her butt is jiggly. Yeah, I like this pose. Yeah, so that's pretty much it about customization, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. So feel free to comment, rate it up or down, share it around, subscribe and all that good stuff if you like my stuff and my content. And yeah, and I will see you guys next time when we will take a look at some initial gameplay